And filling in bald spots. A procedure relatively new to our area claims to be a solution for men and women battling hair loss. Health reporter and registered nurse Allie Gorman checked it out. Joins us with the details and how does this work?
This works different than the traditional procedure, but the same idea, Jim. It's called NeoGraft, and it uses vacuum technology instead of cutting. And because of that, it's said to be less painful and less invasive than traditional hair transplants.
I said, "Who's that?" "That's not me."
36-year-old Jack Strong first noticed he was losing his hair 3 years ago after seeing some pictures that revealed a receding hairline.
Right away you start looking at your family tree. I learned it was my mother's father. Look at some old pictures of him, cue ball.
Jack says he tried over-the-counter remedies, but when those didn't work,
so I kind of had nowhere to go except to put on the old trusty baseball cap, and I would suffer through them days. And then I said, yeah, this is not going to get any better as time goes on. I better do something.
So he turned to plastic surgeon Dr. Paul Glat, who performs a less invasive hair transplant procedure.
NeoGraft really is a revolutionary new way to do hair restoration, hair transplantation.
The technology works like a vacuum. First, patients are numbed and the donor area of the head is shaved. This wand then pierces the skin and sucks out hair follicles, 1 to 4 at a time.
Because then the idea is just to try to get as close to you as you can to...
The follicle is misted with sterile saline, then immediately transplanted back into the balding areas by compressed air. The procedure is less painful and less time-consuming than traditional hair transplants.
The older technique is where we used to cut a strip of hair or scalp out from the back and stitch that up.
But with NeoGraft, there is no cutting and no scars. This is Jack's second procedure to fill in more of his hairline. His first, he says, was a trial to see if it worked. Here he is last March, before the first procedure. Here he is after.
It looked really thick up top in the places that I had it done.
Dr. Glat says results take about 3 months.
And what happens is once the graft takes, the actual hair itself will fall out over the first couple of weeks, but the root of the hair is now in there. It's like planting a bulb almost.
And he says by 6 months, it's long enough to blend with other hair. NeoGraft is not just for men, it's for women too.
And we've actually been even doing eyebrow transplantations, which are great. They work really well, and for people who plucked or shaved their eyebrows and they don't grow back.
As for Jack, he's excited to have a full head of hair for a big event coming up.
Getting married in May.
And as we said, that was Jack's second NeoGraft procedure. We will check in with him again in 3 months to see the results this time, and we'll post those online. NeoGraft cost a bit more than the traditional procedure. It ranges from $6,000 to $8,000. And Jim, the results are permanent. However, if you start to lose your hair elsewhere, then you will need more replacements.
What about a mustache
transplantation?
Is that
you
all right?
You can do that, yeah.
That's the only thing that
if
is
that's
fine.
what you want to do.
All right, thank you very much. What?